Welcome to another life. Again, um, hi. How are we all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It depends on where you're watching me from. My name is Miss Big Clothing, and yeah, welcome to another section of life with Miss Big Clothing. Right? How are you doing today? First of all, I know we're very few on this call for now, right? But I just want to first of all say thank you for sticking with my life. At least I'm not consistent, not even posting long form videos or even shorts. I am very inconsistent with posting like I would want to post. But currently I'm trying to put in effort. I'm trying to just put in my best just to do one or two things. Just keep myself consistent on this space. So as much as possible, as much as it lies within my power, I'm going to be here. I'm going to just come and just do whatever I need to do just to show to you, my lovely people, that I still care and that I still think about you and that I still have loads of content that I wish I could just be bringing to you every day. But for one reason or the other, that might not be so convenient to just speak about, not because it's a bad reason, but I think life just goes on, like, you know, people just get busy, doing one thing or the other businesses, so yeah, but as much as possible, I am going to be here. So yesterday we did, so I'm going to be titling this the part B, part 2. Yesterday we already did like the pattern drafting and we already succeeded in slashing the pattern that we cut out yesterday. So today we are going to be continuing from there. So I'm going to be titling this one the part B or part 2. So call it however you wish, but yeah, it's going to be part B. So today I'm not really sure we're going to do much because I need to go for midweek service. I have a birthday to attend, like in a few, maybe like 3 hours. I have a birthday that has already started, but yeah, so I'm going to go in like 2 hour late, so I just have to do this today so that if we have another opportunity, because I would love to also sew it um using live, because I already cut it with live, so I would also want to do the coupling together of the fabric once I'm done cutting. And since I already carried you along from the very beginning, I would also love that I end it with you. So this particular life is going to be as short as possible. I hope so. Other factors played yesterday that we couldn't go longer that I initially planned to go. My battery was running down and I couldn't reach out to my power bank. I didn't know where I kept it yesterday. Yeah, just let's just leave all of those excuses. Today the most important thing is I have my patterns on paper already and I'm going to be just beginning it from there. So yesterday we already arrived at this pattern yesterday. So we are going to be beginning it today. We're going to be beginning this pattern today. So I already slashed it yesterday. I am going to be spreading it on a different pattern paper. So welcome all of you to my life today. Welcome. I appreciate your presence. I appreciate your time. Just stick with me and then we'll just do all of this together. Okay, so if you're confused as to how we arrived at this pattern, you should just revisit my my previous life. It's already uploaded on my channel. Just visit it and then we'll continue from here today. So having come to this point, for ease of visibility, I'm going to be using white pattern. So this is the other side of it. Yeah, this is the other inside of it. So at intervals, I'm going to be going to check my screen to just see what's happening there. So I do not want the drapes to be the ruches here. I do not want it to be so full. I want it as scanty as possible. But for you, if you want them to be so full, you can give so much space in between the slashes that we have here. You can spread them as wide as you can, as wide as the opportunity presented to you, permits. But since I'm just going to be working with just minimal ruches, just minimal, I'm going to be closing in, just, I don't want so much of I don't want to have so much ruches. So if I'm to measure, right, I hope, I don't know if I can do landscape, but I just hope that this is visible enough. Okay, as much as I can to, maybe next time I'm going to just do landscape, right? Portrait is really not showing the whole thing. See how I'm spreading this? Yeah, I'm going to use this liquid gum, so it will serve me better. So what I'm going to do is the extended pattern paper. So I'm going to be applying gum to any two sides that's going to be spread out. I'm going to apply here, here, like all of your two sides. You apply the gum onto where you started your slashes from. It's not compulsory to, but so that the gum holds it down for you, it holds it in place for you. This might take a little time, but just be patient with it. This is the most important part of the style. So you need to, first of all, spend time to get it. So after cutting it, you can do any form of brush stroke. At that point, even if there's a mistake at that point, you would only need little effort to correct it. But if you miss it at this stage, you're going to afterwards, I'm going to use 1.5. Where the half ends, I'll come back with know where 1.5 be. Please, if you have a question, you can ask me. I'll check the screen once in a while. So just attempt some questions. I hope it's visible enough. Okay. So the next thing you can do, I can lift this part up and cut here. I'll not be needing I'm not going to be using here. You can also cut this side away. I'll not be using here. But before you cut it away, make sure that let's do it together. So you just take your time, patiently fold all of the splashes together. Right, so I'm just going to place a weight here. First of all, cut underneath. This part I will bring it down. So I can cut out here now. So I'm just going to follow a sequence. Maybe I could make use of the tracing wheel. I'm going to blend it in here. Remember that we did some side darts. Now we did some side darts. That is why you won't see, or you did not see some scent. That's why you did not see some major darts in the body of the part took out that that we needed. So this is what we have currently. So this is how it's going to be, and it's making sense already, right? So you might be asking, why is this longer than, that is the start, this is longer than, and I didn't want to open this part so much, right? But if you want to open yours, I think I only took out 1.5 inches, you know. I had to like make like, okay, just go back and watch the previous one before this one I'm making now. You would see that I only took out, I think, 1.5 or 2 inches. But if you want yours to be a little wider, you can slash more, you know, cut away more. But I feel like this is moderate for the person that wants to wear this, or for whoever buys this, right? Just in case. So when I open it, this is what we are going to be cutting. So I'm going to be cutting it open this way on the fabric. So I'll go over and just cut it. I'm going to be using this white fabric for this. So this area does not stretch. This part stretches a little bit. So I want to use this side for the width part of the body. I don't know if you understand. This would be the for the round, like the circumference part of the body, and the non-stretchy part will be for the length, right? So that is how I'm going to do it. Just you know, just study the grain line of your fabric. For me, I just like that this stretchy part comes to this part of the body, while the non-stretchy part is the horizontal, like the length area of the fabric. Okay, so I'm going to spread it this way. So because I had already studied the fabric, I know that this is a stretchy part, so I have to place my pattern in that direction. Don't be confused. Then this will only need much, so I'm going to add, it's not going to be like fitted sort of. I'm going to make it a little bit free, and remember that whatever side you use for the front, you're going to also use the same side for the back, so that you have a neat looking blouse or top once you are done, right? So just take notes. So I feel like I should add a little bit to the length, you know. So let me try to, so this is the back, right? This is the zip part. You don't add zip to the, okay, it's the same in length. So this is, I'm just going to, let me check if you can see what I'm doing. Yeah. So I'm going all around. I'm going to leave a little allowance here just in case I want to make some add some more allowance if I think this is okay. Pin as much as you can. It's going to take your time, but it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. Just spin everywhere. Remember to add like seam allowance, at least half of an inch, you know. So I'm going to in here, in here. So take your time. So I don't know if you can see the hemline. Yes, it's visible. So for the hemline, I'm going to add at least 2 inches to the hemline. Maybe just to balance the length. I feel like the length is not long enough. So, okay, I'll make it 1.5. I'm using a colored chalk so that it is visible in the camera. I'm going to add half. So I'm also going to add like extra 1 inch. I don't want it to be fitted and too loose, so I'm going to add extra 1 inch. So I'm also going to add 1 inch all around to this point. Then okay, I'm also going to be adding the same 1.5 to this part. Then also add 1 inch to the seam. Remember to add your half-inch seam allowance all around. I don't know how to really, I don't want to turn it so that what I'm doing is visible. Remember to add at least half-inch. You have to be careful so you don't miss important marks as you're cutting. I wish I had that one quarter so that I don't have to struggle, with all of these bends. So this is what the front styles like this is because once you get one pattern to recreate multiple styles. So this is, for now, it looks shapeless, it's somehow shapeless currently. It's going to look like this. Yes, it does. So once I couple them together, it will start to make more sense. I wish we can do that either tomorrow or because we have other things that I would love to cut on camera. Actually not necessary to do what I'm doing, but just to show us. So this is going to be longer because of, but yeah, you're going to see it once. So this is for the front. I'm going to set this aside, set the front aside, then cut for the front as well. So don't forget this part that you want to use as your. Let me just show you. Yes, so it goes to the good side. We added 2 inches to the hemline, so I'm going to add the same 2 inches. I said to 1.5, sorry. 1.5, 1.5. So after adding 1.5, just mark them. Remember, I added 1 inch to the hemline, to the seam side, so that the top is not overly fitted, like it's not a fitted top we're trying to make, right? So I'm also going to add 1 inch or 3/4. I'm not going to add the zipper, but it helps to shape the back side of whatever dress you're making, as long as it's not trousers. And remember that I'm not using lining for this piece. I'm not using lining at all. Mind you, we're not cutting it too. So I'll also mark it downward so that we're not short of what we originally assigned for it. So I'm going to make some marks. I'm only tracing where the pins. Okay, so I'll trace the same thing for the back. So what this basically means is I don't want to mark it because this is white, but it's not very easy for me, you know. Yeah, so when I hold it from here, it's already guide me up, and then it can guide me down. Okay. I'm only marking this in so much with this colored chalk because I'm on camera. Same thing, so you can extend it downwards. Yeah, so this is this. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pin here. Pin to sew, just go directly and start to sew. When I'm ready, this is the back, I'll just go ahead and just close that side. See how the back looks. So the back and the front is ready. For the sleeves, it's just a normal basic shirt sleeve. Okay. Because I will make the length a little longer, the length of the sleeve, will make it a little longer. And I'm also still going to maintain the green line for what I use for the body. I'm going to also use the same thing for the back, for the sleeve. So I'm going to cut the two sleeves at once. So the ideal length I want is 8 inches. That's what I want, 8 inches, right? But I'm going to extend it by, I'm going to make it up to 13. If you look at very well. So I'm going to either cut, if I get 11, that's fine, but I'm going to make it 13.